Hello everyone, Mo Hunt Silver, back with 3 more boxes of nickels. We're gonna hopefully find some silver in these boxes of nickels. And we do have, here we go. We do have circulated in that box. Oh yeah, that's an older looking one. We got circulated in that box. What do we got there? There we go. And that's an older kind of looking one. We'll grab another one out of there. There we go. Okay, that's an older one. Alright, so we do have 3 circulated boxes to hunt. Hopefully we can find some silver war nickels, or maybe some buffaloes. We have our microscope to check for dyes, for dye cracks and errors, and some varieties up on the computer here. So let's hope this is a fun hunt for us. I think we're going to start in this guy here, which looks like it's 2 rolls short, but it's actually not, because the box is a little spread out, and 2 rolls actually fell down in line with other rows, so it just looks like it's short, but all 50 of them are there. And then we'll move on to these 2 boxes here after we get that one there hunted. So I'll be back once I get all this set up and have my first find. We'll see you very soon. Well, that didn't take long, guys. First roll. Only halfway through the first roll. And we already got a 1940. In pretty decent shape, too. Philadelphia. Good start. Same roll. Roll number 1 still. It was almost an ender. 1946. Not in as good a shape as the 40, but it's a 46. Another 40s nickel. We'll take it. Roll number 4. How crazy is this, guys? This thing was 1 coin from being an ender on this roll. Look at that. That actually has not a whole bunch, but it actually has some detail to it still on the reverse side. Now we do have a date. What is that? It's either a 26 or a 28. I'll have to research how that looks a little bit more. But I think it's a 26. 1926 Buffalo. 4th roll into the box. This might be a good one. We'll knock on some wood there. Roll 13. Got a 1958. It's actually in pretty decent shape. Might actually have a step or 2 there. But really didn't bring you in for that one. Brought you guys back here for this one here. Can you pick it out? I laid out the second half of roll 13 on my hand. And I saw something. Right here. It's another buffalo. That's number 2 for this box. And it is actually, let me take a closer look real quick. Can you see anything under the scope? Probably not. Nope. That is bad. Okay. I'm going to have to nicodate it. And once I do that and reveal the date, I'll bring you back. See you in a second. We're back here. The nicodate's been working for a couple minutes here now. And I'm about ready to take this Q-tip to it and get it off. Just like that. Just roll it nice and easy over it. And take the other side. Guys, you really should be wearing gloves while you're doing this too, because this is an acid. And it will chemically burn you, but I'm usually careful enough. So I also deal with muriatic acid for gold processing as well, chemically. But let's see what date we got there. I don't know if you can see it. We'll put it under the scope. And there we go. Oh, now you can read it. It's fuzzy still, but you can read it. It's a 1919. Awesome. 1919 Buffalo. Now it's been liquidated. Roll number 19. Got a really beat up 1947. And yeah, you can see it there, okay. And that is a San Francisco. Pretty cool. Came all the way across the country and got beat up along the way. But it's here. We got it. Roll 25. Got a 1947. Give it a flip. And it's a Philly. It's actually not in bad shape either. It's pretty decent. Very next roll. Roll 26. Got a 1946. And it is a Philly. Not near as good a shape as that 47. That's for sure. Well, roll 28 was pretty decent. Start off with this one here, the 1946. Got another one. Got one of those 2 rolls earlier. Then we also got a 52. And that one is a Philadelphia. And a 53 with some gunk on the front. And a little on the back. And that one's a Denver. Alright. Pretty good though. 3 out of that roll. Roll 31. We finally got some silver in this box. Got a 1942. It's actually in decent shape too. San Francisco. Look at that big ass. But that thing's actually in good shape. And then along with it, in that roll, came a 57. Not in as good a shape. And that's a Denver. So that one's pretty chewed up. But I'll take them. We got silver in the box. Roll 38. Got a pretty beat up 1940. And it's a Philly. Man, look how slick it is on the back. Wow. So the last roll did have a parting gift. It actually had 2. Start over here with the 1939. That thing is very, very dirty on the obverse side, but the reverse isn't so bad. It is a Philly, so we can put it under the scope to check it for the doubling on the reverse here. And I am not seeing it. It would be very apparent if it was there. So, not a 39 DDR. And then we also got a 1953. And that one is a Philly. Average shape. Be back with a wrap up for this box. Be a quick one. How's this for a first find of box number 2? 1937 Buffalo. I didn't even really see it until I got up to it. It looked just like a regular one. It's got decent detail too, and it's a Philly. But wow, that's a good first find. Out of the box, I'll take it. Well, this could be the box for the Buffalo Rome. This came out of roll number 9. I already had to Nicodate it. Or I did Nicodate it already, I should say. And, yeah, the Nicodate revealed a 1926. And I had to do the backside as well. But it's a Philly. Philadelphia Mint. That's awesome. Second Buffalo for the box. Will we find more? Roll 13. We got a really slick 1942. And it's a non-silver. But man, look how slick that is. That has been around. Roll 16. Got a 1941. And it is pretty slick as well, just like that 42. Roll 21 gives us a 1946. And, oh god, bad condition on the back, but it's a Philly. And also a 1954, which I already saw was a San Francisco, which I will take because I don't get many of those. So that's very cool. Roll 21 gave us 2. Well, we're at roll 31. And we got a 1948 here. Kind of dirty. Not too bad, but it's a Philly. You got a big scratch there. Right across the building there in the front. I'll take it. It's another 1940s. Roll 36. We got a 1949. It's a Philly. And it's kind of beat up. But I'll keep it. Alright. Roll 39. A couple rolls later, we had 2 finds. Another 1946 Philadelphia there. Then it also had a 1953 Philadelphia as well. Not in that bad a shape either. Alrighty. We're on roll 47. And we got a 1948. Flip it over there, and it's a Philadelphia. Pretty worn. Also got a 1952 out of that roll. And that one was also a Philly. Fairly worn as well. Couple rolls to go. See if we get anything else. And roll number 50. Last roll of the box. Gives us a 1948 again. Although this one is a San Francisco. The S is kind of small. I'll just stick it under here quick. There you go. 1948 S. Semi-key date. As a parting gift for this box. Thank you. Take it. Alright, well, it took us up to roll number 4 in box 3. And we got a 1941. You can see right there. There you go. That would be a Philadelphia. And then we have a 1953 that also came out of roll number 4. That is a Denver mint. So, 2 out of roll 4. It's not bad. Roll 5. Got a 1949. It's not in too bad a shape, condition. On the obverse side, reverse side is a little, a little worn out, but hey, it's a 49 Philly. 5 coins into roll number 6. And we got a 1943. Give it a flip there. And it's a Philly, so we can check it. It's pretty worn, pretty slick, so I don't know what we're going to be able to see on this one. But okay, well, we can see that it's definitely not the 3/2. Yeah, no. That's way too worn there, I think. But, alright. We'll see what else is in this roll. I'll be back if I find anything. Because I still have all that to search yet. Roll number 7. Produced a 1948 for us. And that one is a Denver. Pretty slick too. But we will take it. Roll 10. We got a 1941. And that is a San Francisco. I always like getting those because I don't get many in this area of the country. It's always nice to see S mints. Roll 19. Got a pretty cruddy 1940. And that would be another Philly. Alrighty. 1940 Philadelphia. Roll 21. In a 1946. And that would be a filly. Alright, another 40s nickel. Alright. Roll 24 gives us two more 1940s. And one of them being a nice 1942. And if you flip it over, look at that. It is another war nickel. A San Francisco. It's actually in pretty darn good shape, too. The camera's not really doing much justice for that one, but that one's in good shape. And then we also got a 1948 right there. And that one is a filly. We'll take them. Two more 40s to add to the board. Roll 31. I normally wouldn't bring you in for 50s, nickels or coins here, but I'm going to bring you in for this one here. We got a 1951. And let me put it under the scope. And you can see it's a San Francisco with a really light stamp on that S. Pretty cool. And then in that roll also was a 1957, and that one is Denver. But semi-key date, 51S. I'll take it. Roll 34. We got a 1939, and it is a filly. Pretty worn too, but being it's a filly, we can still check it for the DDR. It would be a Monticello in 5 cents on the reverse side here. And I do not see it on this one. Nope. It would be very apparent if it had it. So this one does not. But we'll take it though. The 39 filly. Now we're back from in roll 39. Got another two 40s actually. Got a 1948 there. It's pretty scratched up on the obverse side. It's a Philadelphia. And then a 1947. Also being a Philadelphia. But much better shape on the obverse side. There we go. Two more 40s. Back in the very next roll, guys. Roll number 40 we're in here. And got a very slick buffalo. Both sides are very slick, but it looks like if I put it under the scope here, it looks like there's a Denver mint mark on it. But the date area is really tough. You see the top of something there. I'm gonna have to nickel-date it, I think. Yeah. Alright, let me nickel-date this and I'll be right back. Alright, after nickel-dating this buffalo, it's a 1934 in Denver. I'll put it under the scope here so you can see the date better. I don't know how well you can see it on there, but it doesn't really look like much on there. But when you look at it, you can see that it's a 1934. So it's not that old really, but heavily worn. We'll take her. Very next roll again. Got a 1946. Flip her over. This one's a Denver. Kind of slick. Roll 42. We got a twofer. Both being 1941s. Two of them. And they're both also Philadelphias. It's pretty wild. 241 fillies in one roll. Alright. Alright guys, well we're back here for a 3-box wrap up. Let's see. As you can see, well, just looking at that, that's not too bad for 3 boxes. That's a pretty, I'd say that's a pretty successful hunt. but we'll start at the top up here. We had 2 in the 30s, 1939s, both of them, Philadelphia's. And then we had, up here on the top row, 32 in the 40s. It's not too bad. It's pretty good. That's not including the silver ones either, because we did find a couple of those. Let's see. I guess we'll go right here next. They have 48 in the 1950s with one semi-key date, the 51S. Very nice. We had 2 Canadians right there for our foreigns. Then we had 3 wartime silvers. So these are the other 40s nickels. 2 42S's and a 43 Philly. So that's not too bad. It's averaging about 1 per box. Actually had 4 2009s. I usually don't see that many in my area here. I'm lucky if I see one like every couple boxes or so. So that's actually pretty cool. And then actually ended up getting 5 Buffalo nickels. I'm surprised about that too, because it's pretty rare that I get Buffalo nickels. But 3 of them I had the nick and date, and 2 of them were actually legible. One being a Denver, that 34 at the top left there. The rest of them were all Philadelphia's. But I'd say that's pretty cool. So that's out of 3 boxes. I mean, it's not too bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, because I know I did. I had a lot of fun going through all those and pulling all these buffaloes and the silver ones out. It's a lot of fun when you find them. It's very exciting. So if you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. It's always appreciated. And thanks for watching, and keep hunting, guys. We'll be back for more.